why are you looking so angry at me, bro? What did I do to you, bro? Why am I getting only KFC ads? I'm starting to think this is kinda racially motivated. I hate how that probably turned someone on in the community. Man, tell Sega to keep Crossworlds, bro. We don't need that new shit, bruh. We all grew up on peak. Actually, I've never played this game before. I mean, this game isn't really known for being bad, except it kinda is. Yo, why are you looking so angry at me, bro? What did I do to you, bro? As you can see, I'm using the touch controls. Cringe, I know. But we got Sonic looking angry at me for some reason. Shadow, okay, my goat. Yeah, I made that same joke in the last video. The soundtrack goes hard though. I can't lie. Can I do my future attacks? You know, like the rapper. It's surprisingly performing well on my poopy ass phone. They never taught me anything, bro. They just expected me to know how to play Sonic Rivals 2 for the PSP. Complete the story mode with Sonic to unlock. Man, fuck. Man, don't you just hate when the game, like, shows you the options you can play, but then it's low-key just forcing you to play the story mode? Yeah, I hate that oddly specific problem too. I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like this game would be much more fun with the boost controls. Like, imagine a racing game with the boost controls of Sonic Unleashed. You're telling me that wouldn't be fun, bro? Silver loses. It be like that, Silver. It be like that sometimes. Alright, well, that was Sonic Rivals. It wasn't that good, but if there's one thing to go by, it's... This is probably better than Marvel Rivals. That game is booty cheeks. I don't care. And as the autistic, brain-rotted Sonic fan, yeah, take my opinion.
Before I
just love that I had to wait like an hour for it to download. And now I'm greeted by this beautiful, definitely not cheap-looking bull malarkey, which is kind of bahooky. They're able to get away with that. And this is not Sonic, bro. Stop doxing me! It was designed for phones. I can't complain too much. Also like that they have the homing attack in this. I think that's a genuinely good addition. What? How did I die? Okay, never mind. Screw this game. Fly. Why are you so weak? You see, this is why everyone thought you were a girl. Not that women aren't strong. I'm not insert sexist YouTuber. Why am I getting only KFC ads? I'm starting to think this is kinda racially motivated. Kind of. I'm not sure. Mr. Sonic, Mr. Sega, I didn't know you were racist. Also, didn't this game have like Metal Sonic DLC? I would play that, but that would actually require me to put effort into this game. And as I'm slowly starting to realize, I wouldn't like that. Why does Sonic look like that when he's running? He looks like a toy, and not in a good way. He looks like a stop motion, and again, not in a good way, like a very cheap toy way. And that was a lot. Honestly, that was so slow, so sluggish. I don't care if it's a skill issue because of the water levels or whatnot. That was a slug to get through. It wasn't good. I wouldn't play this again. If you really dedicate yourself to this game, you could probably find some enjoyment in it. Out of 10, I'll give this a 4.5. Well, ain't this a shocker? Okay, I know Sonic Colors isn't a bad game in itself, but the remake is pretty hated. You know, people hate on it. Now, I'm pretty sure that's just the Nintendo Switch version. This is the PS5 version. So, let's see if the same problems carry over. I've beaten this game already, if you couldn't tell, because I'm just that guy. I'm Himothy. Go. Let's go. That was embarrassing. Go. I like how this first level makes you think that the entire game is like this, even though 90% of it is 2D, which there's nothing wrong with that. You know, the 2D in this game is good. It's pretty fun, but yeah, it low-key tricks you, which, again, not a bad thing, just, yeah. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Dig a tunnel, dig. Oh yeah, you can easily die in this for some reason. I don't like how easy it is to die in that wisp form. Watch this. I do this. Boom, hit my little backflip. Swag. That's what you call swagger right there, boys and girls. How did I get a C? How? Okay, a B. Still bad, but you know, I'll take it. Wee. I like how this Wii game was one of the first 3D Sonic games to actually get drifting done right. I'm looking at you, Sonic Unleashed. Unplayable ass drifting. Me when no depth perception or lack thereof. Spamming homing attacks. My beloved. Alright, gotta get that, Tails. Come on, Tails. Tails, come on, you're right there, bruh. Come on. Why is it that out of all the other planets in Sonic Colors, this one is apparently the most iconic one? You know, the one everyone remembers. I personally don't get it. Set pieces in this one is kinda generic. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's good. The music is fire, but I just don't see why it's remembered so much. Okay, never mind. That was pretty smooth. You know, the 2D in this game is actually pretty good. Some people hate on it. I get why they would. You know, if you bought this game thinking it was gonna be fully 3D, Sonic Unleashed, daytime ass game, you probably got jibaited, you know, you probably got upset. But low-key, the 2D isn't even that bad. The double jump low-key saves it, I'm not gonna lie. Gaming. Well, now I can officially confirm that the remake, at least the PS5 version, is pretty good. Maybe the Switch version is just bad. I mean, it's the Switch version. Again, maybe it's just me being used to playing slop as a kid, but I actually really enjoyed this game. Solid 7.9 out of 10. Well, well, well. Everyone's favorite Sonic game. Well, I know that one guy on Twitter is gonna be happy. Bro, why are they trying so hard with this emotional ass background, bro? I promise this game is not that deep. Well, first complaint, the UI sucks. Like, where do I even go, bro? And yes, I know you have that little tabby over there, but shut up, I like to complain. This is gaming. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, no matter how bad these games are, boosting is always satisfying. Bro, it's like 3 a.m. right now, I don't care. Okay, this is kind of getting a little bit excessive. I mean, it's still satisfying, but like, is this the whole level, bro? Again, spamming homing attacks, my beloved. Why are the graphics, like, not bad? It's low-key surprising me. I thought it was gonna be some poopy-ass Mario 64 ass, but it's actually really good for a PS4 game. I hate how that probably turned someone on in the community. That level was only 2 minutes. I'm starting to see the complaints this game has. At least your boy got an A. Actually, I should have got more for a level that was mostly just boosting. Don't look at me like that. I know it's a core element of this game, but I really don't want to play those avatar stages, bro. I personally just don't care for them. I don't care if it's your Sonic OC dream. I just don't care for them, bro. I like how this is the most iconic stage in the game, simply because it's the one with the most decent level design. What do you mean? You guys literally beaten gods before. Yeah, a lot. I just realized, is this level taking place in the slums of Brazil? Like, I just realized that, bro. How long have you been standing there just waiting? Alright, fine, I'll do the avatar stage, bruh. Yeah, kind of spoiler alert, but I like how that plan just ends up killing half of their army. Yeah, I'm sorry, Death Battle just killed all of your aura. Gaming. If I had a nickel for every time this game showed potential to be cool, I'd have like 8 nickels, which is probably a lot for someone out there. All jokes aside, that was actually kind of cool. That was also kind of cool. I promise you're not that guy, buddy. Okay, well, I'ma end off here. That was Sonic Forces. Would I say it's awful or offensive? Again, probably to someone out there, but not to me. I think it's decent, you know, baby's first 3D Sonic game. Very simple, very basic, but that's not bad. Okay, there's some enjoyment to be had. Like, not even close to being the worst game we played today. You know, if this game just had slightly better level design, it would honestly be a 8 out of 10. I'ma keep it a buck. Also, if you're wondering about the OC, if you know, you know. But that's it, you know, out of all these games, this is probably the second best coming after Sonic Colors. But that's it. Make sure to like and, you know, all that YouTuber stuff. Okay, goodbye. I've played like 4 Sonic games in one day. That should be over the legal limit.